Hello, my name is Georgia, and if you've ever been confused by a woman pushing you away when you thought she liked you, relax. You're not crazy. You're not delusional. You're not cursed by some ancient dating spirit from your village. You're just dealing with human psychology. Let me paint the picture. You meet a woman. She laughs at your jokes. She texts you first sometimes. She seems interested. Then suddenly, boom, she goes cold. Short replies, dry energy, pulling away like you just asked her to help you move furniture on a Sunday morning. And you're sitting there like, did I do something wrong? Meanwhile, she's acting like you asked for her hand in marriage after one coffee. Here's the truth most men don't understand. A woman can push you away when she wants you the most. And no, women are not trying to confuse you for sport. Well, not always. Sometimes her behavior is driven by fear, emotions, instincts, and subconscious tests that she doesn't even fully understand herself. Think of it like a cat. You reach out too fast, the cat runs. You ignore the cat, suddenly the cat is sitting on your laptop, your chest, and your soul. Women and cats are different, but the psychology can be strangely similar. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why a woman pushes you away when she wants you most. You're going to understand what's happening in her mind, what triggers this behavior, and how you should respond without chasing, begging, or sending 10-paragraph emotional essays that start with, I just want to know where we stand. Men lose women not because they are bad men, but because they react emotionally to emotional situations. You'll learn how to stay calm, confident, and in control, even when her behavior feels confusing. And don't worry, I'll keep this simple, direct, and practical. No complicated psychology terms, no motivational speech that sounds like a life coach on 3 cups of coffee, just real talk that works in the modern dating world. So if you've ever felt like a woman liked you, then suddenly pushed you away, stay with me. By the end of this, you'll see her behavior clearly, and you'll know exactly what to do next. Now let's get into it. 1. Fear of getting hurt. Let's start with the most common reason a woman pushes you away when she wants you. Fear. Yes, the same woman who watches horror movies at night and laughs is suddenly terrified of her own feelings. Human beings are funny like that. When a woman starts to like you, her brain does something dramatic. It pulls out old memories, past heartbreaks, and that one guy from 2019 who vanished like network in a village during rainfall. Her mind goes, not again. Protect yourself. So she pushes you away, not because you did something wrong, not because she woke up and decided to be confusing. She pushes you away because liking you makes her feel vulnerable. Vulnerability feels dangerous to someone who has been hurt before. You see interest. She sees risk. You see potential. She sees possible pain. So she pulls back. She becomes cold. She starts acting distant. She tells herself she needs space. But what she really needs is emotional safety. Her brain is trying to protect her heart like a security guard who takes his job too seriously. Here's where men usually mess up. You notice the distance. You panic. You start texting more. You ask questions like, did I do something? Are you okay? Why are you acting different? Did I offend you? Suddenly, you're doing emotional customer service. This pressure makes her fear bigger. Now she feels chased, and her brain screams, run faster. When a woman pushes you away because she likes you, the worst thing you can do is chase. Chasing tells her you are emotionally unstable. Calmness tells her you are safe. Think about it. If she fears getting hurt and you stay calm, relaxed, and steady, her mind slowly feels, maybe this guy is different. But if you start begging for reassurance, her attraction drops. Not because you're weak, but because desperation triggers her fear, not her desire. Here's what you should do instead. First, slow down. Match her energy. If she pulls back a little, you pull back a little too. Not in a rude way, but in a balanced way. Second, stay friendly, but not needy. Keep your tone light. Keep your life busy. Let her see that you are stable, not emotionally collapsing because she took 3 hours to reply. Third, understand this. Fear-driven distance often disappears when she feels safe. Safety comes from consistency, not pressure. And let me add a little humor here. Some men think, she is pushing me away, so I will write her a long emotional speech. Bro, you are not giving a TED Talk. You are dating. When she is scared of her feelings, your job is not to convince her with a speech. Your job is to stay grounded so she can slowly relax. So remember this, sometimes when a woman pushes you away, she is not rejecting you. She is protecting herself. Your calm response can turn fear into attraction. 2. She feels too much too fast. Now let's talk about a reason men almost never expect. Sometimes a woman pushes you away because she feels too much, too fast. Yes, you read that correctly. You are not boring her. You are not underperforming. You are not failing some secret test. You are actually doing too well. Her emotions hit her like a sudden network charge alert when she has no data plan. Unexpected, overwhelming, slightly terrifying. When a woman starts to feel strong attraction, connection, and chemistry quickly, her mind can go into panic mode. She starts thinking, why do I like him this much? This is moving too fast. What if I lose control? What if I fall and he doesn't? So instead of leaning in, she leans out. She creates distance to slow down the emotional intensity. To you, it looks like rejection. To her, it feels like emotional breaking. This is especially common with women who like to feel in control. Strong emotions feel like losing power, and nobody likes feeling like they're falling off a bike with no brakes. Here's where men usually make mistake number 1. They try to increase the emotional pressure. You start pushing for more dates. You start talking about the future. You start saying things like, I feel a strong connection with you. She is already overwhelmed, and you are adding emotional seasoning on top like a chef who has never heard of salt limits. Her brain goes, this is too intense. And what does she do? She pulls away harder. When a woman feels too much too fast, space is her way of regaining control. She needs to slow the emotional speed. Think of it like buffering. Her heart needs time to load. So what should you do? First, stay cool. Do not escalate emotional talk when she is pulling back. Keep things light. Joke. Talk about normal life. Let her breathe. Second, slow down your actions. If you were texting every hour, reduce it. If you were planning 3 dates a week, chill. Let things flow naturally. Third, don't try to lock her down when she is overwhelmed, saying things like, where is this going? Too early can feel like someone trying to hand her a wedding ring after the second date. Even if you're joking, her brain is not laughing. Here's a funny truth. Some men think they need to convince her to stay, so they start acting like motivational speakers. Trust me, I'm different. I won't hurt you. You can feel safe with me. Bro, you sound like a mattress commercial. Calm down. Safety is shown through behavior, not speeches. When you remain relaxed, unbothered, and balanced, her mind slowly settles. Her attraction stabilizes. Her fear reduces. So, when a woman pushes you away because she feels too much, do not chase the emotion. Let it cool naturally. Attraction grows best when it has room to breathe. 3. She is testing your strength. Now, this one will sting a little, but you need to hear it. Sometimes a woman pushes you away because she wants to see how you react, not in an evil movie villain way, more like a subconscious stress test. Think of it like shaking a ladder before climbing it. She wants to know if you are solid or if you will wobble and fall. When a woman feels strong attraction, she also wants to know if you are emotionally stable, confident, and grounded. So she may pull back, act distant, or reduce effort. Then she watches you. Do you panic? Do you start begging? Do you send long emotional messages? Do you get angry and start accusing her? Your reaction tells her everything she needs to know. If you collapse emotionally because she took one step back, she learns that you are too dependent on her attention. That kills attraction fast. No woman wants to feel like your emotional oxygen tank. If you stay calm, respectful, and balanced, she learns that you are strong, self-assured, and not easily shaken. That builds respect and desire. Here's the funny part. Many men think they are showing care by chasing harder, but what she sees is insecurity wrapped in affection. And insecurity is not attractive. Imagine this. She replies late. You send, Hey, are you okay? She doesn't reply for a few hours. You send, Did I do something wrong? Then, Please just tell me. Then, I hate being ignored. Congratulations. You just turned a small test into a full emotional drama series. She wasn't trying to hurt you, she was just observing. Now she sees that you spiral under pressure. So, what should you do instead? First, respond with calm energy. If she pulls back, you don't chase, you don't complain, you don't interrogate, you simply continue your life. Second, keep your communication steady but not desperate. You can still reply. You can still be polite, but you don't chase her attention like it's the last bus in Lagos. Third, set your own standards. If she disappears completely for days with no explanation, you do not beg. You decide if that behavior matches your values. Strength is not chasing someone who shows no respect. Here's a humorous truth. Some men think acting angry makes them look strong. So they send messages like, I don't have time for games, but 5 minutes later, they are back texting, So what are you doing? Bro, pick a personality. Real strength is calm consistency. No emotional roller coaster. No threats. No begging. When a woman tests you by pulling away, she is watching to see if you are centered or chaotic. Your calmness can make her lean back in. Your desperation can push her further away. So remember this, when she pushes you away, she may be testing your emotional backbone. Stand steady. Let your actions speak. That's how attraction deepens. 4. She is overthinking everything. Sometimes a woman pushes you away, not because of you, but because of her mind running a full-time overthinking factory. You say, I had a great time. She hears, he's getting attached too fast. You take a few minutes to reply. She thinks, he's losing interest. You compliment her. She thinks, he's just saying that to get something. Her brain is doing Olympic-level mental gymnastics while you're just trying to enjoy the vibe. When a woman starts to like you, overthinking can go into overdrive. She starts analyzing every message, every tone, every emoji, every silence. She replays conversations in her head like a DJ remixing the same song at 3 a.m. And when her thoughts get too loud, she pushes you away to reduce the mental noise. Distance feels like control. Silence feels like safety. Pulling back feels like clarity. To you, it feels like she suddenly lost interest. To her, it feels like she's trying to calm her mind. Here's where men usually step into the trap. You notice her pulling back. You start explaining everything. I didn't mean it like that. I was busy. That's why I replied late. I really like you. I'm not playing games. Now you are in a courtroom defending yourself against charges she never officially filed. This makes things worse. Overthinkers take more information and overthink it more. You just gave her more content for her mental Netflix series. So, what should you do? First, keep your communication simple and clear. No mixed signals, no dramatic texts, no emotional puzzles. Straightforward communication reduces overthinking. Second, avoid over-explaining. If you were busy, say you were busy. Do not write a 3-paragraph essay with timestamps and witness statements. Third, stay consistent. Consistency calms an overthinking mind. When your behavior is stable, her brain has less material to overanalyze. Let's add some humor here. Some men think mystery means disappearing for 3 days, then coming back like nothing happened. That is not mystery. That is confusion. You are not a Netflix cliffhanger. You are a human being. Overthinking women do not need confusion. They need predictability and calm energy. Another thing, overthinking often increases when she likes you more. The more she cares, the more she worries. So when she pushes you away, it might be her way of protecting her peace of mind. Do not take it personally. Do not assume she hates you. Do not spiral into self-doubt. Her mind is just louder than her heart at that moment. Your job is simple. Be steady, be clear, be calm. Let her thoughts slow down on their own. When her mind relaxes, her attraction often returns stronger. 5. She fears losing control. This one is deep, and many men never see it. A woman can push you away because she feels like she is losing control of herself. When she starts to care, Her emotions become stronger. Her thoughts start to revolve around you. She checks her phone more. She thinks about your messages. She imagines scenarios. And suddenly she realizes this man is affecting me. For some women, that feeling is uncomfortable. She might be used to being independent, guarded, and emotionally reserved. Now you walk into her life, and her emotions are shifting. She feels softer, more open, more attached, and that scares her. So, what does she do? She pulls back. Distance feels like power. Silence feels like control. Coldness feels like safety. She is not pushing you away because you are bad. She is pushing you away because you are powerful in her emotional world. Here's how it looks from your side. She was warm, playful, invested. Then she suddenly becomes distant. She stops flirting. She replies less. She acts like she doesn't care as much. You think you messed up. She thinks she needs to regain control. Now, here is where men usually self destruct. You sense her pulling away, and you try to pull her closer. You increase your effort. You give more attention. You start reassuring her. You start chasing her. But chasing makes her feel even more powerful over you. And that power imbalance can kill attraction or make her pull back even more to test how far you will go. Some men go the opposite direction and become cold and rude. That also fails. She will either detach completely or see you as emotionally immature. So, what should you do? First, stay grounded. Do not overreact. Do not punish her. Do not reward her with excessive attention. Stay balanced. Second, keep your life full. Keep your hobbies, friends, goals, and purpose active. When she sees that you are not losing yourself in her, she feels safer and more attracted. Third, let her come back at her own pace. When she feels she is not losing control, she often relaxes and leans in again. Let me add some humor. Some men think the solution is to post motivational quotes like, I don't chase, I attract. Then they proceed to stalk her Instagram stories like a detective on a crime show. Bro, be consistent. Control is attractive when it is internal. When you control your emotions, your reactions, and your actions, you become stable. Stability is magnetic. Also, understand this. A woman who fears losing control often had experiences where she felt powerless emotionally. She promised herself never to feel that way again. When she starts to feel strongly for you, her defense system activates. She might tell herself, I need to step back. She might think, I'm getting too attached. She might act distant to regain emotional balance. Do not take it as rejection. Take it as emotional self regulation. Your job is not to force her to open up. Your job is to stay steady and respectful while she processes her feelings. When she realizes you are not trying to dominate her emotionally, not trying to control her, and not trying to trap her, she will feel safer to move closer again. So remember this. When a woman pushes you away, she might be trying to regain control of her emotions. Your calm presence can make her feel secure enough to come back without fear. 6. She needs space to miss you. Here's a truth most men completely miss. Sometimes a woman pushes you away simply because she needs space to miss you. Yes, you heard that right. She isn't rejecting you. She's creating emotional distance so that her desire can grow. Attraction doesn't work like a switch. It's a flame that needs oxygen, and too much closeness can smother it. Think about it. If she's constantly around you, texting, laughing, hanging out, she can get comfortable. Comfort kills tension, and tension is what fuels desire. When she steps back, it gives her mind room to notice what she's missing. The way you make her laugh, the way you listen, the way you make her feel alive. Men often misread this space as rejection. They panic. Why isn't she texting me back? Is she losing interest? Did I do something wrong? And then they go full emotional sprint mode, flooding her with messages, trying to schedule a meetup, or saying things like, I miss you so much. Why are you ignoring me? Stop. Take a deep breath. Her space is not a test of your worth. It's a chance for her to feel your value. When you give her room, her brain starts connecting the dots. She wants you, she enjoys you, and your absence makes her realize how much she needs your presence. Here's a simple framework for giving her space. Don't overanalyze every pause. If she takes a day to reply, it doesn't mean she hates you. It often means she's living her life, processing her feelings, and letting desire build naturally. Keep your life full, hang out with friends, focus on work or hobbies, and enjoy your own world. When she sees you living fully, it increases your attractiveness. No one chases someone who is desperate or empty. Stay calm and confident. Avoid the urge to overcommunicate or demand explanations. Calmness is magnetic. It signals that you are secure and self-assured. Humor helps too. Imagine her texting you, "I need some space." Your internal response, cue dramatic violin music. Or you can laugh, shrug, and reply, "Got it. Space captain reporting for duty." And then continue living your life. See the difference? You're playful, confident, and unbothered, which actually draws her closer. Another common mistake is men trying to speed things up when she pulls away. Don't do it. Let her process her emotions at her pace. Desire grows best when it's allowed to breathe. Closeness too soon can feel suffocating, but giving space strategically turns the distance into longing. Here's the subtle magic. The more she experiences your absence while still feeling your consistency, humor, and confidence, the more she's going to miss you. She'll start initiating contact, flirting subtly, and showing signs of interest, all without you forcing it. So when a woman pulls away, don't see it as a rejection. See it as an opportunity. The space you allow her creates desire. The calm you maintain shows strength. And the humor you sprinkle keeps things light and attractive. In modern dating, patience is power. Learn to step back, let her breathe, and watch how her desire grows, without you saying a word more than necessary. This is why giving space is one of the strongest tactics in the modern dating world. It's simple, it's subtle, and it works every single time if done right. 7. She wants to see your value. Here's the final big reason a woman pushes you away. She wants to see your value. No, this is not about money, status, or flashy gestures. It's about how you handle yourself when she creates distance. She wants to know if you are someone worth investing in, someone stable, confident, and emotionally strong. When she pulls back, she's watching closely. How do you react? Do you panic, beg, flood her with attention, or do you stay grounded, focused, and self-assured? Your behavior during this time communicates more about your value than anything you could say. Many men miss this entirely. They see her distance and assume it's rejection. They try to prove themselves by doing more texts, more calls, more effort. And in doing so, they unintentionally lower their value. Desperation is a huge turnoff. It signals instability, insecurity, and dependence. Instead, the smart move is to stay calm and confident. Keep your life full. Focus on your work, your hobbies, your friends. Maintain your humor, your charm, and your personality. This shows her that you are not defined by her attention, and that makes you more attractive. Think of it like this. Attraction is a balance of power. When you are emotionally dependent on her approval, you tip the balance in her favor. When you stay self-contained, confident, and playful, the balance shifts. She begins to see you as high value, not because you told her, but because your actions demonstrate it. Here's another key point. Don't overcomplicate things. Many men try to decode every message, analyze every pause, and craft the perfect response. That's exhausting for you and overwhelming for her. The more relaxed, confident, and grounded you are, the more attractive you become. Simplicity communicates strength. Complication communicates neediness. Humor works wonders here too. Imagine she's distant and you think, "She's testing me." Instead of spiraling, you can send a light, playful message like, "I hope you're not planning to ghost me," again, with a wink emoji. It's confident, funny, and shows that you're not emotionally unstable. Another mistake men make is trying to force respect or over-explain their worth. Nothing kills attraction faster than over-justifying your value. She wants to see it in action, not in words. Your calm demeanor, consistency, and ability to maintain your life without falling apart communicate far more than a speech ever could. Remember, when she pushes away, it's often her way of seeing if you can handle emotional tension. She wants to know if you are someone who can remain strong and grounded under pressure. If you react properly by staying steady, confident, and self assured, her attraction grows, not diminishes. So, the key takeaway here: distance is not always rejection, it's a test. How you respond determines your perceived value. Men who panic fail, men who stay composed win. She wants to see your worth, so show her without begging, without chasing, and without overcomplicating. Your calm strength speaks louder than words. This is how you turn her push into magnetizing pull. She pulls away. You stay confident. She notices your value. Desire grows naturally. It's simple, it works, and most men completely miss it. Here's the bottom line. Men, when a woman pushes you away, it's rarely about rejection. It's about fear, emotion, overthinking, testing, and attraction. She's figuring herself out, and she's figuring you out too. The mistakes men make, chasing, panicking, over-explaining, or acting desperate, only push her further away. The real power lies in calm confidence, patience, humor, and consistency. Stand steady, live your life fully, and let her emotions settle naturally. When you do, her pull becomes stronger than her push, her desire grows, and you emerge as the man she truly wants.